Hey y'all, welcome back to the Lips Reacts channel. I'm Lips, and today we are watching Season 8, Episode 4 of Game of Thrones, and this episode is titled The Last of the Starks. Oh. That's a title that feels good. Feels really good to read. It doesn't. Let's get into this. Okay, full-length directions are in Patreon. Otherwise, don't forget to like and subscribe wherever you are. And I will see you in the episode. Girl, what are you saying to him that we couldn't hear? Oh. Ouch. Wow, Ghost is real beat up.
We're here to say goodbye to our brothers and sisters who set aside their differences to fight together and die together. It is our duty and our honor to keep them alive in memory. They were the shields that guarded the realms of men.
He is so impressive. Tyrion, what is going through that brain of yours? Oof. She was so good. That is a burden on his shoulders. That is dark. Something about how polished and put together Daenerys is not sitting right with me. And in essence, she's like this like glowing aspect in this world where everyone else is like grim and dark, but
look, it's not about that.
Of course it's about that, you twat. Why shouldn't it be? Dead are dead. You're not.
yeah, go get laid again, I guess. The dead are dead. Huh.
Yes, Your Grace.
You're Robert Baratheon's son. You are aware he took my family's throne and tried to have me murdered.
I didn't even know he was my father until after he was dead.
Yes. He's dead. His brothers are too. So who's Lord of Storm's End now? I think you should be Lord of Storm's End.
Okay. I thought she was gonna kill him.
I can't be, I'm a bastard.
No. You are Lord Gendry Baratheon of Storm's End, the lawful son of Robert Baratheon, because that is what I have made you.
Oh, wow. So you're just gonna make one bastard not a bastard anymore? Oh, what about Jon? To Gendry, Lord Gendry, I'm here for it. I like Gendry, all things considered, so I feel a little type of way about Jon, though.
And a Lord of Storm's End who will be forever loyal to you.
See?
Wow.
You're not the only one who's clever.
just a little manipulation. Of course, it's always a manipulation. Sansa didn't like that.
Last time I saw her, I told her I'd kill her if I ever saw her again.
So, did you?
Never got the chance. She did it to herself.
Yeah.
Lord of Light. We fight his war and win. He fucks off. Who knows what he wants?
I don't imagine thinking about that subject will leave you any happier than before.
What if I'm not trying to be happy?
Well, then you are succeeding, I think.
We may have defeated them, but we still have us to contend with.
Oh.
Thank you. I feel much better.
If we no longer have to fight the dead, then I guess there is still one more battle. Or a game. As you will.
This is clever.
It's the same as the one Daron Targaryen built for his crippled nephew 120 years ago.
You know our history better than anyone. That will be useful as Lord of Winterfell. You don't want it.
I don't really want anymore.
Oh, you don't want anything? Like life?
You shouldn't envy me. Mostly I live in the past.
If death is forgetting, then he's fighting death every second of his life.
Celebrate our victory. Vomiting is not celebrating.
Yes, it is.
To the Dragon Queen!
To Arya Stark, the hero of Winterfell.
It's a nice little bit of respect. These glances that some people are giving today could kill a walker.
I saw him riding that thing.
That's right, you did.
I did. That's why we all agreed to follow him. That's the kind of man he is.
That is the kind of man he is. I have a bad feeling. The way that Daenerys is looking at him.
Most people get bloody murdered. They stay that way. Ah, he comes back and keeps fighting. He climbed on the fucking dragon and fought.
Respect or fear?
A fucking dragon, a madman, or a king!
She's not for it. Oof. Oof. She's so much. Oh no. Varys sees it. Oh, jealousy? Uh-oh.
You were married before Sansa.
Drink.
Oh no, that's
You're
not
drinking
so
wine,
light.
but you prefer ale.
No!
Okay, now we're light again.
You're a virgin.
That's a statement about the present.
At no point in the past, up until this very moment, have you slept with a man or a woman.
Oh, fuck. That got too personal.
I have to piss.
Looked right into their blue eyes, and here we are.
Now, which one of you cowards shit in my pants?
Thinking it was you, Thormund.
Pardon me for a moment.
You know, sometimes I ship them, and then sometimes I'm like, Brienne deserves better. Oh, looks like Jamie and I are on the same page with that one. Oh. The glance back. Oh, he thinks they're about to go fuck. Oh. He did really like Brienne.
This fucker comes north and takes her from me.
Oh.
weak again. My heart is broken. Don't touch me.
You can touch me.
Oh?
I'm not afraid of wild things.
Maybe you should be.
Oh? Well, Tormund moves on quickly. Bran does deserve better. Sansa's superpower is that she learned how to watch.
There's only one thing that'll make me happy.
What's that?
That's my fucking business.
She's
Used to be
so
you
smart.
couldn't look at me.
That was a long time ago. I've seen much worse than you since then.
Had you were broken in. Had you were broken in rough.
Hey.
And he got what he deserved. I gave it to him.
She is so powerful.
Hounds.
You've changed, little bird.
She has. Oh, that look.
None of it would have happened if you left King's Landing with me.
Well, your life wasn't all rosy.
Without Littlefinger and Ramsay and the rest, I would have stayed a little bird all my life.
I'm so proud of her. Ooh.
Don't shoot.
Okay, Arya.
I am celebrating.
I'm not Gendry Rivers anymore. I'm Gendry Baratheon, Lord of Storm's End.
And he wanted to tell her.
Congratulations.
I don't know how to be Lord of anything. I hardly know how to use a fork. All I know is that you're beautiful, and I love you.
Oh.
None of it will be worth anything if you're not with me.
Oh, wow.
So be with me.
No, I don't really see it. I don't feel it.
Be the lady of Storm's End.
No, oh, nope. Wrong word. She's never wanted to be a lady. Huh? Maybe she has?
You'll be a wonderful lord. And any lady would be lucky to have you. But I'm not a lady.
Yep.
That's not me.
It's not. Oh, Gendry. He is so sweet. I didn't feel that connection ever. I think maybe part of it, if I'm honest, it could be like a really good feeling connection. Maybe I'll feel differently about it in the future. But she's just so young. She was always just such a young child to me that I can't see her crossing that boundary.
Oh, you keep it warm enough in here.
Oh.
I don't want things growing on me.
He is being so sexual right now.
Has he grown on you?
You a little jealous?
You sound quite jealous.
I do, don't I?
Are you?
Oh, move aside. What are you doing?
Oh. We could give them privacy? Maybe?
I've never slept with a knight before.
I've never slept with anyone before.
Oh, she's gonna drink Jaime Lannister. Oh my goodness gracious. I support it. I'm nervous. I don't know. What if she just stabs him in the back?
I didn't know Sejura well, but I know this. If he could have chosen a way to die, it would have been protecting you.
And I couldn't love him back. Not the way he wanted.
Oh, you love your brother? Brother?
Not the way I love you.
Oh. Ooh.
I wish you'd never told me. I didn't know I'd be happy right now.
Oh.
I try to forget. Tonight I did for a while. I saw the way they looked at you.
Respect.
So many people have looked at me that way, but never here. Never on this side of the sea.
I told you I don't want it.
It doesn't matter what you want. You didn't want to be king in the north. What happens when they demand you press your claim and take what is mine?
Ooh, what is yours, huh?
I'll refuse. You are my queen. I don't know what else I can say.
You can say nothing to anyone ever.
Oh.
Or it will take on a life of its own and you won't be able to control it or what it does to people. No matter what you swear. I want it to be the way it was between us.
This is a different side of her.
I have to tell Sansa and Arya.
Sansa will want to see me gone and you on the Iron Throne.
And that's his sister. So even if she did want
Not the girl
that,
you grew up with. Not after what she's seen.
Not
after what they've done to her.
She's stronger, she's smarter, she's wiser, she's better, she's...
I owe them the truth.
Even if the truth destroys us.
Yeah.
Don't do this. Please.
You are my queen. Nothing will change that.
This will.
And they are my family. We can live together.
No.
I've just told you how.
That's an ultimatum. Or a threat. Both, perhaps.
How far gone? The Northmen as well.
And the Golden Company has arrived in King's Landing, courtesy of the Greyjoy fleet.
When the people find out what we have done for them,
Expressingly
we save
even...
them. Cersei will make sure they don't believe it.
Yikes.
We'll rip her out, root and stem.
The objective here is to remove Cersei without destroying King's Landing.
Not anymore, I don't think.
Thankfully, she is losing allies by the day. Yara Grey.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
No matter how many lords turn against her, as long as she sits on the Iron Throne, she can call herself Queen of the Seven Kingdoms.
It's all about the title for her.
I watched the people of King's Landing rebel against their king when they were hungry, and that was before winter began. Give them the opportunity, and they will cast Cersei aside.
You just gotta feed them.
If the Iron Fleet tries to ferry in more food, the dragons will destroy them.
Oh.
Once the people see that Cersei is our only enemy, her reign is over.
That's...
all right.
That's kind of unfair.
Many of them are wounded. They'll fight better if they have time to rest and recuperate.
How long do you suggest?
Whatever she says, she won't agree to it.
I came north to fight alongside you. Now that the time has come to reciprocate, you want to postpone.
Wow.
You want to throw them into a war they're not ready to fight?
The longer I leave my enemies alone, the stronger they become.
The northern forces will honor their promises and their allegiance to the Queen of the Seven Kingdoms.
Yikes. Yikes.
What you command, we will obey.
So,
Pussy whipped, if I've ever seen it.
Sir Jaime has chosen to remain here as a guest of the Lady of Winterfell.
Oh. And of Brienne, I see.
In all 7 kingdoms, men will live without fear and cruelty, under their rightful queen.
Yikes. Oh, it happened. Oh, my greatest fear.
We need a word.
Oh, we need a word. Yes, we do.
Arya's the one that killed the Night King.
Her men gave their lives defending Winterfell.
And we will never forget them. That doesn't mean that I want to kneel to someone.
I swore myself and the North to her cause.
I respect that.
You respect it.
You did the right thing. And we're doing the right thing telling you we don't trust your queen.
Nor should you, I don't think.
If you only trust the people you grow up with, you won't make many allies.
We're family. The last of the Starks.
The last of the Starks.
I've never been a Stark.
You are. Just as much Ned Stark's child as any of us.
Like I said, remember what you told Theon Greyjoy.
My half-brother or my bastard brother. My brother.
Yeah.
It's your choice.
Okay, well. You think Sansa and Arya are just gonna forget you said that, Bran?
I need to tell you something.
You're playing chess.
You have to swear you'll never tell another soul.
Here we go.
You have to swear it before I tell you.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I promise to keep a secret if I don't even know what it is.
Because we're family.
There it is.
Tell them.
Making Bran tell them?
I'm happy. I'm happy that you're happy. I'm happy that you'll finally have to climb for it. To climbing mountains. To climbing mountains.
That was kind of cute.
What's she like down there?
Okay.
You're a dog. I am the imp, and I demand to know.
I knew you were fucking her.
What are you doing up north?
What are you doing with that?
Oh, this? This is for you.
Oh. Oh, no, 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 no. You are so viable, though.
You're a knight, thanks to me.
Thanks to me, and that title's worth as much as a blonde hair from your brother's balls.
I'm just trying.
I've never hit a dwarf before, but say another word and I will belt you.
You came here to kill them.
Your sister offered me River Run.
Trust Cersei.
I knew your sister was dead the second I saw those dragons.
Oh.
All of a sudden.
May I speak?
Why not? Only death will shut you up.
You're not wrong. He is my favorite yapper.
What's Double River Run?
Highgarden. Could be Lord of the Reach.
Highgarden, are you mad?
It's better than being dead.
He's not going to kill us. He wouldn't be talking.
Ooh. Oh, he might.
The way I see it, I only need one of the Lannister brothers alive.
Well,
that's how all the great houses started, isn't it? Kill a few hundred people to make you a lord. And then, all your cocksucking grandsons can ruin the family with their cocksucking ways.
Okay. Drama King. He has always been this man, though, so...
We ride south in the morning. We could use an officer with knowledge of the city's defenses.
I'll come find you when the war is done. Till then, don't die.
I hate that bow with a passion.
For fuck's sake.
On your own.
We meet again.
They all love you now. You're the big hero.
Don't like heroes.
Yeah?
Felt better than dying. You're heading to King's Landing?
Have some unfinished business.
The mountain.
Me too.
The mountain! Wait, right? No. Yeah? Well, seriously, also.
I don't plan on coming back.
Neither do I.
And she's on her own pony. She's come so far too. I give Sansa a lot of credit, but Arya has also come a long way. Tell us how you feel.
Why her?
Yes, she's inquisitive.
You seem determined to dislike her. A good relationship between the Iron Throne and the North has been the core of every peaceful, prosperous reign we've ever known.
Jon will be Warden of the North, so a good relationship seems likely.
Don't expect him to spend much time here going forward.
Well, I suppose that's up to him.
It really truly is.
Sansa, look at me.
Wow, he's good. How can you tell?
You'll be the true power in the North.
Oh.
I'd feel much better about the future if I left here today believing that you and Daenerys were allies.
Jon's taking our army with him. Your queen still has her dragons.
Your queen, too.
That is, yeah, her language there. Your queen.
Why provoke her? How is that in the best interest of your family or the North?
You're afraid of her.
Oh.
Every good ruler needs to inspire a bit of fear.
Oh, no.
I don't want Jon to go down there.
Oh, but him and Varys. They got into this because they respected her, they trusted her, and they believed she was better than her dad. But if they fear her, then...
Are you all right?
I love Tyrion.
She wants to make the world a better place. I believe in her.
Tyrion.
She's gonna tell him. Do it.
What if there's someone else?
Yes.
Someone better.
Jon... I keep calling him Jon Snow. He'll forever be Jon Snow to me, but Aegon Targaryen.
Rhaegar needs to heal. He doesn't need me weighing him down.
You weigh as much as two fleas fucking.
We've had enough of the South. The women down there don't like me.
Oh.
We need room to wander. I'll take them back through Castle Black as soon as the winter storms pass. Back where we belong.
It's where he belongs too.
Oh my gosh, that's right. That was one of the first things Ned said.
He'll be happier up there. So would you. This is farewell then.
He carries the weight of 7 kingdoms on his shoulders.
You've got the North in you. The real North.
That's power. That is powerful. Oh my gosh. And a strong ally between the ruler of King's Landing and the North has always been critical. But Jon has allies with the real North. North or more North than North. Is she pregnant?
The nights have been getting longer and there wasn't that much to do in Old Town. There's only so many books.
I thought she looked a little bit pregnant, but I thought maybe the actual actress was pregnant. And so I didn't want to make a comment on it.
We want to name him Jon.
Name him
I hope it's a
Aegon.
girl.
Oh.
You're the best friend I ever had.
You too, Sam.
Actually, one of the best friendships. Oh, Ghost. Say bye. That was really sad. Oh, screw that. And screw this too. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. I see boats and I didn't look at the sigil. Oh, wow. Everyone's together. Ah, season 8 ends with 4 episodes. Crazy. We're done.
All of it because Robert Baratheon loved someone who didn't love him back.
How many others know?
Wow.
Including us. 8.
Oh, she told him.
If a handful of people know now, hundreds will know soon. Then what happens? He has the better claim to the throne. I'm not sure it matters what he wants.
Definitely doesn't.
The fact is, people are drawn to him.
And they respect him.
He's a war hero.
He loves our queen.
And you fear her.
If we marry them, they could rule together.
You know our queen better than I do. Do you think she wants to share the throne?
Nope.
I worry about her state of mind.
We are advisors to the queen. Worrying
No.
about her state of mind is our
If Varys leaves, it's over.
We still have to take King's Landing.
If these two are
Maybe Cersei
talking
will win and
about
kill us all. That would solve our problems.
the fear they have openly, well, not necessarily openly, they're talking around it. It is a 3-headed dragon in the room and we're just ignoring it. What? What? Oh my gosh. They have the dragon bow on their ship. Of course. Those are good freaking aim. First shot? First 3 shots? Say it. Oof. Oh no.
Get to the skiff.
Terrifying. There's a sick part of me that wants to see one of those arrows go through like 5 men at once. So it's supposed to be able to go through the skull of a dragon, right? I said a very sick part of me. Okay. Oh. And where did Daenerys go? Because you have let those that stood beside you wash up to shore.
Sunday! Sunday!
Wait, did she ever learn how to swim?
Our message was well received then.
Your people have heard the usurper is coming. They are grateful for your protection.
One step ahead.
When the war is won, the lion shall rule the land, the kraken shall rule the sea, and our child shall one day rule them all.
Wow.
Keep the gates open. If she wants to take the castle, she'll have to murder thousands of innocent people first.
And I think she will.
So much for the breaker of chains.
No.
I promised you I would look you in the eye and speak directly.
Then look her in the eye.
This is a mistake.
Yeah.
Tens of thousands of innocents will die. That is why Cersei is bringing them into the Red Keep.
To make you look bad.
I beg you, Your Grace, do not destroy the city you came to save. Do not become what you have always struggled to defeat.
Do not become what your father was.
I'm here to free the world from tyrants. That is my destiny, and I will serve it no matter the cost.
In the meantime, demand Cersei's surrender. Offer her her life in exchange for the throne. If there's a chance to avoid the coming slaughter, we should make the effort.
She's already done.
But perhaps it's good the people see that Daenerys Stormborn made every effort to avoid bloodshed, and Cersei Lannister refused.
Yes, yes,
I should know
exactly.
whom to blame when the sky falls down upon them.
So her plan still hasn't changed. She just is gonna make it look like Cersei's fault. Which they're both playing the same game there. And she's officially lost Varys.
Most of my life. They all talk about destiny.
She's a girl who walked into a fire with 3 stones and walked out with 3 dragons. How could she not believe in destiny?
I'll give her that.
Her life has convinced her that she was sent here to save us all.
How do you know she wasn't?
An honest conversation between these two.
You know them both. Tell me, who do you think would make a better ruler?
Be honest.
He doesn't want the throne. That's why he bent the knee.
Jon.
Have you considered the best ruler might be someone who doesn't want to rule? Don't pretend you haven't thought about it.
Of course I've thought about it. Thoughts aren't treason.
He's temperate and measured. He's a man.
Joffrey was a man. I don't think a cock is a true qualification, as I'm sure you'd agree.
Agreed and true.
What about my earlier proposal? They could rule together as king and queen.
And she'll hate that.
Too strong for him.
Oh.
She'd
Now,
bend into her will, as she already has.
Well.
You're drinking quite a lot.
Wouldn't you?
A Targaryen father and a Stark mother. Jon's the one man alive who might actually be able to keep the North in the Seven Kingdoms.
Talk about a strong relationship between King's Landing and the North.
Who's a person you believe in, and you fight for that person.
Even if you know it's a mistake.
What would Jaime Lannister do? Stab him in the back.
You know I will never betray the realm.
What is the realm? A vast continent home to millions of people, most of whom don't care who sits on the Iron Throne.
Millions of people, many of whom will die if the wrong person sits on that throne. I will act in their interest, no matter the personal cost.
We've known this since the beginning.
What happens to her?
Dies?
Please.
For killing? What? Oh my God.
Don't.
No. Well,
I've spoken as honestly as I can.
he knows when to bite his tongue.
Each of us has a choice to make. I pray we choose wisely.
Tyrion is holding on. I always knew if Varys walked away, that was riding in the dust. The trumpets are sounding for Daenerys. Now, it would definitely be an interesting scenario to see Jaime go back and be the one to stab her, but...
One of the dragons was killed, several ships destroyed, Missandei captured.
He's
I
gonna
always
go.
wanted to be there when they execute your sister.
Oh, me, oh my. He's gonna go. I wish he wouldn't.
They're going to destroy that city. You know they will.
Yes.
You're better than she is. You're a good man and you can't save her. Stay with me.
Oh.
Stay.
You think I'm a good man?
Yes.
I pushed a boy out a tower window. For Cersei. I strangled my cousin with my own hands. Just to get back to Cersei. I would have murdered every man, woman, and child in Riverrun. For Cersei.
Yikes.
She's hateful. And so am I.
Oh, Brienne. I'm sorry, are they killing her? Oh, we're fucked. She's so aggravating.
Queen Cersei demands Daenerys' unconditional surrender. If she refuses, Missandei of Narth will die here and now.
Perhaps our last chance to avoid carnage. Help me.
My lord, I am only a mouthpiece for our queen.
Your queen.
Hmm.
Her reign is over.
Your queen's last dragon is vulnerable. Your armies are battle-weary and depleted.
Yep. Everything that Daenerys's counselors warned her about, they are now using against her. We didn't let anyone rest or heal or recover, not even the dragons. And now we're gonna pay for it. And Cersei at least just doesn't give a fuck about anyone but herself. And owns it, but... I mean, I guess she do be manipulating people left, right, and center, but... Daenerys is manipulating people too. She's just doing it and being like, but... It's because you love me. You would think she would hastily kill Tyrion.
You're not a monster.
She is.
I know this because I've seen it.
With her children, she's not.
You've always loved your children.
Out her.
More than anything.
More than power, more than ruling.
If not for yourself, then for your child.
He took that opportunity and power away from her.
Doesn't mean your baby has to die.
Uh-oh. Certified lover boy ain't gonna be such a lover boy if he finds out that baby isn't his. I don't know, power. Maybe he'll still want the power. That easy?
If you have any last words, now is the time.
Yeah, see, she don't give a fuck.
Dracarys!
Will it work? She does care a lot. She loved Missandei, I think. Yikes. There is not a world in which well, there is a world. There are some decisions I think Daenerys could make in which I would not support her after what just happened, because I think my fear actually was that she was going to go in and not care about what happened to Missandei, and that would be like the ultimate sign to me that the good and the rightful respect that she believes is rightfully hers was hers all along, and that it's just been a really tough road. And I really don't. Daenerys has been an interesting development. There have been seasons where she's been the star, and there were like 1 or 2 seasons where she really was like pushed to the background, that her story was like evolving rather slowly, and she was kind of like fermenting like kombucha. You know, I'm not a kombucha drinker, but I guess it gets better right when it ferments, or fermenting like sourdough. She was getting more powerful. She was blossoming, I guess, is a better her roots were growing. I don't know, whatever analogy you want to apply to this. And I thought there have been times, and I've discussed this somewhat openly, that at least I hope my point or my feelings on this have gotten across, I should say. But there have been times where I've thought, like, my biggest fear with Daenerys is that she will lose sight of what's important, that she'll get too righteous in her quest for the throne. And it always stuck out to me really clear as day when Varys said that he would walk away from her and he would not stand by her anymore if she started to become more righteous, if she started to become more power hungry, if she started to lose sight of why she wanted that seat of power. And she has, I think she truly deeply has, and this is not going to help. And I want to say that was such a cruel act that I stand by whatever she does next, but I fear that she's already shown her colors, and that whatever she does next is still not excusable. I think this will just prove to her that she has to meet her enemy on this playground that Cersei's on, which is not a fair playground. And to meet Cersei on that level, she's going to stoop, I think, really, really, really low. I will also give her the grace that she did just lose a child. And also, I will say, I don't really stand by a lot of Daenerys hate. There are some comments I see come through that are they feel like there are certain ways that the sentences are worded that feel less rooted in criticizing some of her decisions and how she wants the power or things that she say, and just seem more misogynistic than anything. And as far as women go, we stand Daenerys over Cersei every single fucking day. So, however, I do think Jon will be a better leader. I do think there were moments where Daenerys showed that she could have been a really, really phenomenal leader. And not could have, I think she was. I think she was a really phenomenal leader. I think, and I can't remember specifically if her council told her, like, you could stay here and be this really powerful leader. You still have things that you can like improve here, and the people need you here. And she decided to go to King's Landing because for her, once she set her eyes on it, once she decided that it was her kingdom to rule, that she was the rightful heir to the Iron Throne, I think she got kind of tunnel vision on that. And in a vacuum, it's somewhat easy to support her. It's been very easy to support her. And when your opponent is Cersei, it's still easy to stand by her. Now, I don't know what her next steps are, but I'm terrified of them. I think time and time again, Jon has proven to us that he's loyal, he's honorable, he doesn't want to rule. He will step up in the seat of power, of a ruler, when it's kind of pushed on to him. He's not afraid to tell someone in the seat of power that he disagrees with them. However, he doesn't, well, I guess maybe sometimes he does it in a way that's kind of rude or insubordinate is probably the better word. But I've always had his back, and it's always been really easy to have his back. And I think that was it Varys who said it, that maybe the best ruler is someone who doesn't want to rule? It was either Varys or Tyrion. And I think that's incredibly true. I do. I think Jon would be the best ruler. I think Jaime coming back down is huge. I think that could be a full circle moment. There's a couple full circle moments I'm hoping for, and that's the Hound v the Mountain. I suppose or imagine that Arya is coming for Cersei. It's been a while since we've heard her list. And I am admittedly trying not to go back too much, because to preserve this first experience. However, I was just rewatching the first episode, and that is why, if you'll notice, I called out that when they first found the direwolves, they almost killed them, right? And it was Ned who said direwolves don't belong in south of the wall. And so that was a really beautiful moment, although very sad. I think Ghost and Jon together, I think the connection the direwolves have with the children is really beautiful, but I suppose that relationship is over now. They don't necessarily, I don't know, I think they'll kind of always, it would be nice to always have them together, but it does also say something about Jon, that even though I'm sure selfishly he would have loved to continue to have Ghost, his faithful companion, with him as he continues his journey in this life, but he knows that what's best for Ghost is to go back north. And also that brings up another point of what Tyrion said, that a strong allyship between King's Landing and the North has always been crucial to peace in the countries, the lands, whatever the verbiage is they use, right? And it's very interesting on two layers. That one, Jon grew up in the North, and then also has a strong relationship with the true North, as Thormund called it. But then also that Jon is literally the love child of a King's Landing ruler and the North. And that is poetry. That is poetry. And then on top of that, I just think this episode was really layered. I am finding that season 8 is quite different from the other seasons. The episodes are quite a bit longer. It definitely could have been more than 6 episodes, I would imagine, but that's a different breakdown of storylines, I guess. Now, while there's a lot of things really, I want to say this season doesn't feel as good immediately. This episode did kind of start to twist and turn that a little bit. I think where other episodes have been really direct and succinct and gotten their point across really quickly, season 8 is a little looser in that regard. And I don't necessarily think that's a bad idea. I think we're having a lot more moments of connection, a lot more moments of, I wouldn't say stillness, but pausing and soaking in life. Now, do I think the final 2 episodes will be anything calm. No, but I do think we needed these moments of coming full circle. I think so far we've seen a lot of love letters to the characters, to the world, to the show. I think we've seen a lot of love letters to the fans and a lot of moments of putting on a really nice bow, which generally I would say we don't need to do that. I think something that makes Game of Thrones so special is that the endings of certain stories are not wrapped up in a nice little bow. They're actually quite rigid. They're quite raw. They're quite real. This is not a story about happiness and love and the positive sides of power and everyone just getting to be themselves and everyone coming together and fighting death. Because at the end of the day, death will always win. Death will always win. It's just that maybe I would love to like sink it all in once I see the conclusion of this show and figure out if there's any like kind of themes within this idea of death and death walking and death coming for us and fighting death. And I mean, Jon Snow literally did fight death. I mean, so did Beric, right? The Lord of Light literally, I guess, helped people fight death. But also we've had lots of death. We've succumbed to death. And we've knelt at the toes of death and begged for mercy and begged for justice. And the show just doesn't hold a lot back, and I most always respect the show for that. So all that to say, I don't always think storylines, especially in this show, need that nice tidy bow. However, I am soaking it up because I think that is what this season is doing. Because there was a moment where at the beginning of this episode, I was like, I hear the critics. I hear them. This season is, it's different. It's not as, doesn't hit as hard. But then we have these moments that tear your soul. When Jaime stares Brienne in the face and says, I'm not a good man. And we've had this long history with Jaime, or I have specifically, right? Where it was so hard for me to come around on him. But he won me over. And even when he won me over, he didn't just get it and always have me. He had to keep proving to me that he was worth it. And I still think he's worth it. I think he had to leave. And I don't think he wanted to hurt Brienne. I think he actually cares for Brienne deeply. But he needs to go see this story through. I think he won't return is the thing. He started this story as the Oathbreaker. Because he stabbed King Targaryen in the back. And we're coming to this position where he's walked away from the ruler of King's Landing. He's walked away from the ruler of the 7 kingdoms. His own sister, his own lover. And I do think it would be poetic justice for him to go back and kill her, except maybe this time staring her in the eyes instead of from behind. However, I also think Arya is going to kill Cersei, so that'll be interesting to see. I feel like I've been yapping for a minute, and my favorite yapper is Tyrion, and I can't take that title from him. So let's leave him with the title of yapper, and let's get into season 8, episode 5, which is the penultimate episode of the entire show. And say what you want about season 8. It has been a season, not the best season of this series. However, there are some moments that definitely don't make it as horrendous as I was expecting it to be. Although, 2 more episodes, so let's check in with myself at the end of season 8, episode 6, because if you watched every episode of season 5, then you heard me go, I love it. I love this season. This is the best season. This is my favorite season. Wow, what an amazing season. Gosh, I can't believe people don't talk about this season more. My goodness, I love this season. My favorite season so far. This season might be better than season 4. Fuck season 5. Although the that particular last little part was because of the ending of season 5 and the emotional toll it took on me, and not necessarily what I still think is one of the best seasons, though I do finally have my hands on the books, and I will be interested to see the differences made and how I feel about it once I soak it in with my eyes via words on a page versus eyes via moving picture on the screen. Okay, I'll see you in episode 5. If you haven't already joined the Patreon and you want full-length reactions to this show, to what's coming up next is House of Dragon. If you want full-length reactions to this moment in time, I'm filming the Batman series, which will have released on Patreon in September. So you're probably seeing this in October or November. Timing is different for what gets posted on Patreon because I am able to obviously record and edit full-length reactions a little bit differently than edited. But time is of the essence. So let's get out of here because I've got another episode to watch. And then I've got things to edit and get out for you guys so we can continue sharing in this journey together. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you've made it this far. You are a true honor to have here. And I'll see you in the next episode.